In this video, I'll show you how to set up your apps in Cloud Connect. First, you will need to go to avepublishing.aquafadas.com and sign in. You'll start by first defining the app in the Titles section. Click on Titles. This section of Cloud Connect does not connect to iTunes Connect. It is simply the setup for your app in the Aquafadas system. I'll start by naming my app. I'll call this Passport Mag. You'll notice that an identifier is automatically generated based on the name I gave the app. Typically, we use the reverse domain name structure for this ID. I'm going to change mine to com.passport.aquafadas. Now I can select an icon. This icon is only used within our system to visually tell you which app you are working on. Next, I can pick the language for this app. This is the main language this title or collection will be published in. Next, you can choose whether it is a title or a collection. A title is usually published on a set schedule, such as once a month, and is published through a single application. You can use a collection to publish multiple issues with no specific release schedule, such as books in our bookstore app. This setup will be for a monthly magazine, so I will choose title. If this was a one-time publication of an app that would just have content published once, such as the Ave Reader or Remote Reader, you would choose collection. I can then pick all the categories that apply to my application. This is for Aquafadas' use and is not the metadata that will eventually define your app through Apple. Next, you can add a localized name and description. Pick the language, type in the name of your app, and a description of your app. It is a good idea to store your app description in a text file since you will need to use it more than once. Click Add when you're done. Next up is issue types. If you are making a one-time app with content you will only publish once, such as Ave Reader or Remote Reader, you can just leave your issue type set to default and move on to the next step. However, if you plan on selling your issues, and especially if you plan on selling them at different prices, I would recommend you define all your issue types right now. For example, this is a monthly newsletter. So I will add an issue type and call it October 2014. I will then add November 2014 and so on. Defining issues is especially needed if you plan on releasing your app with one free issue and one paid issue when it is submitted to Apple. These issue types are connected to both the app and the publish section, which will be explained later. You can click OK once you're done.